Warning, this video is not made for younger viewers. This video has scary, horror, and thriller movies. Some movies are age appropriate while others are not. So please go check out other videos I've made, but also hope you enjoy this spooky special. But also, I do not own any of these characters. This is all fan art dedicated to each company, director, and producer who goes through creating these types of films. Thank you and enjoy. Hello, welcome back to another video. Let's get started. So this is part 2 of the spooky, scary movies that I've been doing for YouTube. And I really have been liking how these videos have been turning out, but also thank you guys so much for the views on the last video. I really appreciate it, and I also am excited for this next batch. So like I said, these are a bunch of movies that I've seen throughout the years, but also these are some of my movies that I really like and enjoy because they grab my attention so easily, or the storyline is just so great, or the camera work is just the most amazing thing ever. So I say grab yourself your spooky blanket and your favorite sweet treat, and let's get this video started. First is a bunch of characters from Fear Street. I love Fear Street Part 1, 2, and 3 the most, but my favorite part of Fear Street would have to be Part 2. I know that the first 3 were perfectly fine, and I do not want to talk about Prom Queen, even though I did like it in the beginning, but the more that I kept on watching it, but also like trying to understand it, it wasn't going through, but also I felt that it wasn't relating to the decade that it was supposed to be filmed in. I loved part 1 of Fear Street because you get to meet these new characters, but also you get to see a bunch of new characters that have different types of dilemmas, different types of plots, different types of stories, and also them coming together because of a problem. And that problem is literally all of the Fear Street killers coming back to get them. I love each character, but my favorite 2 characters from the Fear Street series have to be the Skull Mask Killer and Ruby Lane. I loved how they showed the Skull Mask Killer in the first few minutes of the movie, but also I wished for the new Fear Street that they would have focused on Ruby Lane, or they would have focused on Billy Barker or somebody from the past, because we only saw a glimpse of their characters. And if you really wanted to continue on trying to do this scary type free Fear Street type aesthetic, you could have done that and gone back in time. I would have not minded, and I have a feeling some of the fans wouldn't mind it either. Also, I really like the Nightingale Killer because I love the fact that originally it was giving that Jason Voorhees vibes / the summer camp murderer vibes. Like, I love it whenever they have the sleepaway killers, or I love it when it's like places that you least expect to be like a scary and yet threatening environment. Again, I really, really, really wish that the creators for Fear Street would have done something that was related to the past killers in Fear Street. Again, I feel that maybe it might have been a little bit more successful, or maybe it might have been just a little controversial. I love the first 3 parts, and the 3rd / 4th installment, I didn't like the fact that it was just not interesting to me. And don't get me wrong, I love horror movies, and I love anything that has gore, kills, and anything. But I just feel that we needed some iconic character to be that type of foreshadow. Like, the whole plot of blaming literally Sarah Fierce for all of this is literally bananas. At least she didn't have to deal with the witch trials, which gratefully and thankfully she didn't have to. But again, I felt that blaming Sarah Fierce was really, really a great plot twist. But when it came to the Prom Queen Killer, I didn't like the fact that we started with a new family, or it could have been a new type of generation, or a descendant of the good family. I don't know. Again, I really hope that if they do come back again with Fear Street and the idea of Fear Street, maybe think about adding in another family, or the Goods family lineage, or a family friend of the Goods to add it into the story. Next, Michael Myers. I really, really like the first reboot of the Michael Myers / Halloween reboot series, but the last two, if not three, I didn't like it. The last one of the Michael Myers series where he gets killed off, I really thought I enjoyed it and I really thought I liked it, but after the whole love and romantic part, it just didn't interest me. Next is Abigail. I really, really, really loved Abigail so much. Like, I love the fact that we were able to get a movie that wasn't related to Dracula or Nosferatu, but a lineage of them. I love the fact that, like, Abigail was able to show off that she wasn't this wholesome, sweet little girl, but she was actually some terrifying and traumatized or just scary kid that they are turned out to be. And sometimes kids, they can be good and sweet, while other kids are not. This is really great, and I loved Abigail so much. I loved all the dancing, I love all the creative choreography, and I just loved everything about that movie. I really hope that they create a sequel for this, and I would watch it. Next is Salem Lot. I really enjoyed Salem Lot a lot because I really like the characters, but I also love the fact that there was a twist on like vampire like lore. But I also love the fact that when it came to this vampire lore, you could relate it to the other Dracula or other Nosferatu series that you could have watched or you could have enjoyed. And I like it whenever they tie in different types of Dracula movies or Nosferatu movies or any type of movies that relate to vampires, because I feel like whenever you say a vampire, they live on for many, many years, and I feel like they are making use of it. Next are some characters from Trick or Treat. I've only done some / 3 of them in this video, so the next video will be showing more characters, but I'm briefly going to talk about each character one by one. So first we have Laura and the werewolf girls. I love this scene and I love this transformation from Trick or Treat. But I love the fact that when it came to Trick or Treat, there were 3 stories happening at the same time. I love the fact that you're able to see these different types of POVs, but also I love the beginning where it plays to be this comic book where you're able to see these different types of stories and these different types of plots that you're going to be seeing throughout the movie. I loved the werewolf scene not because of how the women were able to be so seductive and so clever, but I just love how creative the shots were and how you were able to see the transformation from woman to werewolf. Again, I think the reason why I love Trick or Treat so much is not because of the characters, but I love the fact of the development when it comes to each and every character that is presented in Trick or Treat. Like, we first get introduced to the principal, then after the principal, we get introduced to the girls, and after the girls, we get introduced to the kids, and then after the kids, we get introduced to Old Man Grump / the Grinch of Halloween, and I love that. Again, I love the fact that this is a great movie to kick off the spooky season, but I also love the fact that you're able to see and just witness the tradition of Halloween, and you have to follow these rules because Halloween is a tradition that must be respected and must be respectful of and towards. But I also love the fact that it's explaining and showing you why you need to follow these rules, because just like Christmas, we have our very own Halloween Krampus, and that's Sam. Again, I will always love Halloween / Trick or Treat because of the rules and just because that there's no limitations to who can participate in Halloween and who can't participate in Halloween. Like, you can do you buy the costume, you buy the candy. If you choose to celebrate, you choose to celebrate. If you don't, you don't. And that is going to be it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, but I am so sorry for the fact that this video is up so late. Again, originally this video was supposed to come up on Friday, but unfortunately my Wi-Fi shut down and it was unable to come back until today. So hopefully this video will come out on time. Hopefully I will be hopefully able to post more videos throughout this week. I'm trying to make up all of these videos this week because, one, we're already in the week of October, or the last week of October, and Halloween is coming up very, very soon. So I might as well give you guys a spooky little treat and give you a bunch of Halloween videos for you to enjoy and endure for the October season, or the last of the October season. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I hope that you have a nice day, night, or whatever, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye!